Hi, welcome to Lounging with Lisette. Right now, I am currently in San Diego, just taking in this beautiful view. It's usually really sunny, but I love the fact that it's cloudy, but it's like breaking. Basically, just a new chapter in my life that I just want to just tell my stories, my day by day, just share what's going on. I feel like I am currently with 3 jobs, so I'm always busy and I'm saying the same stories over and over and over to family members and friends, and I'm like, I just need a place to just tell my funny stories. It's funny jokes I hear throughout the day, or chaotic things I go through every day. That's why I'm just here. Whenever you're just lounging around, let me lounge with you, you know? I don't usually have days off or any of those things. I usually only have time off. So with my busy schedule, I'm like, I never really have time for myself, but on those times I do. Like today, in fact, I went snorkeling. One of my friends texted us like, hey, convince us not to go running in the rain, and I'm like, why wouldn't you? You know, just do it. Why not? And I'm like, wow, you just inspired me. I want to go and do some activities. So I'm like, what is an activity that will make me happy? And I'm like, let me go snorkeling. I love snorkeling, and the last time I tried going snorkeling, San Diego was having a storm, and there were really signs up saying like, if you do go into the water, you might become ill, and I cannot afford that. So with that, I was sad in the rain the other time, but this time there's so many people in the water. I'm like, yes, I love it. And I had such a blast. I was in the water or at the beach, like an hour and a half, and I got to see so many fishies. I saw the orange ones, schools of fish. And this time was my first time seeing a stingray or a manta ray. I'm not sure the difference yet. But it was like a teeny tiny one, and I wanted to follow it. I felt like I was fangirling underwater, but the current took me a little bit and I lost it. I was like, no. But I love snorkeling in La Jolla Cove. La Jolla Shores is great to see the leopard sharks, so I do that too. But La Jolla Cove is where I saw my first leopard shark, so I was super excited. I was like, oh my god, I'm swimming with a shark. My roommate at the time was freaking out. She thought I got like lost in the ocean. But I was like, hey, I'm an okay swimmer. It's just so weird how life is. Comes to just like, again, finishing up today. After that, I was really craving some chicken and waffles. My brother and I went to a beach day with a friend of mine, and we all had chicken and waffles, and it was so good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm craving that today because I have leftover chicken in my fridge. Dave's Hot Chicken. If anyone knows me, that's my favorite chicken. I don't care what people say. That's my taste. And so I'm like, ooh, Dave's Hot Chicken on a waffle. Let me go to IHOP. And I'm like, hey, can I just get 3 plain waffles? Like, no sides or anything else? And they're like, yeah. And then my whole total was gonna be like $40 something. I was like, wait a second. The math isn't mathing. But it's true. It's like $14 to $15 just for a waffle. And I'm like, so you're telling me if I sat down and ate a T-bone steak here, had some pancakes, and had some eggs, it'd be $20. But for 2 to 3 waffles, it's gonna be more than that. So I was flabbergasted and didn't get the waffles. I decided to eat some pasta. I boiled real quick. Had multiple people talk to me with this, like, of me just conversating, because I always have stuff to say as I title myself a certified yapper, so I can literally sit down and just yap all day and night about anything. So I'm like, why not put it out so that other people can enjoy my yapping? Like, I know there's so many family members, especially back in my hometown, that I haven't spoken to in a while because I'm here, I'm there, I'm da-da-da. And I'm like, I know if I get on a phone call with them, we're going to be on the phone for 4 to 5 hours because we're all yappers. They're going to yap, I'm a yap. And I'm like, I just feel so bad, like, pushing them off the phone when I have, like, other things to do. So I'm like, I want to share these stories with them. I want to go see them. I want to do this stuff. Like, I want them to see me. Like, I have family members like, what hair color are you in now? I'm like, oh, I just bleached it. I'm not sure what color yet, but I really want periwinkle, so that might be my next color. I'm just really enjoying time here in San Diego. In case you're not caught up in my life, I've moved out in San Diego in 2021 August to pursue education at SDSU. I took a few courses in the local community college, and then I got accepted to SDSU this past year. However, because I was not getting funded by financial aid, I did have to decline it. One of my hardest decisions I've ever made. But I am currently trying to get my money up. But that is the end goal. I'm currently an education major and mathematics. I enjoy teaching students in the elementary level. And yeah, I'm not sure if I want to be a teacher, but I know I do have a passion in teaching and educating, so I really do want to do stuff with that, but I don't know where things are gonna lead me. I'm hoping I will open my own preschool so that I can have students come in and I can teach them more than what the public school is teaching, or like an after school program. That's what I am right now in the works of doing. And the status, I cannot do anything in business. See if I can find some trustworthy people to help me with this journey in the near future. Just under full time at a local CVS pharmacy. I am trying to get my technician licensing. At the CVS I work at, they have this program where you can come in from the front store and transfer into pharmaceuticals and learn while on the clock. And that's the program I did. So they did the training for me, which I already graduated, got my certificate, got some scrubs. I'm a doctor, but don't ask me doctor questions because I'm not a doctor. I have to get my application ready, so I gotta contact my high school, pay the licensing fee or the application fee. I gotta go and get like some photos done, make sure my high school diploma's together, and do a little bit over 200 hours in the pharmacy so I can do my application. Then after application, I will get my licensing. Then I'll be a technician. I don't know a lot of prescription drug names and what they're used for, so it is a lot of work I am currently doing. So that's where I have some brain mush. My brain is all mushy after trying to know what each prescription is, what the generic brand is, and what is the actual brand name, and what's all of the different ones. But it's something I really enjoy. I personally love educating myself and trying to grow in things. So that one's my biggest job. Something I currently am also, one of my 3 jobs, is I work with a special needs woman. She is currently 33 years old, and she has OCD, autism, and Down syndrome. So I have to take her to socialize because she was more isolated because she used to go in a lot of groups, but now she is needing to be socialized. So I go take her out to the beach, to SeaWorld, to go out and eat food, for walks. We dance around, we go swimming, like just to be her friend, and I enjoy that so much. With her, I work approximately 27 hours a week, so just under 30. Again, well, it varies because in case she isn't feeling to go out, then I don't work, so that one can vary. So like the lowest I think I've seen in a week is about 18 a week, and then the highest was like 40. So it all varies, but my usual is about 27 to 25. And then my final one was actually my longest job right now. I work with 2 children. I am their nanny. One is 7 turning 8, and the other one is 5 turning 6 this year. So I've known them for about 2 years now. I was a full-time nanny and then moved to part-time, and now I get to see them maybe about 10 hours a week. But I love those kids so much. This is where I actually feel the most passionate about, because I get to sit down and help them with whatever they're needing and add more to their education. The 5-year-old is in kindergarten, and he is reading chapter books that his brother was not reading at that age. He is reading at 2nd grade level, and right before summer last year, he couldn't even sound out words and would cry about it. So I feel great that he's passionate. There's times where he refuses to watch the television and wants to read his chapter books. Like, we'll be doing something else and he's like, I want to read like 1 or 2 more pages. I'm like, read the rest of your book. That is a-okay. I'm like, I am not gonna stop you from reading. And then the 8-year-old, ooh, does he have determination. He is also right now learning multiplication. He is a 2nd grader, but he can read really well, but his mathematics is what I'm working on mostly and focused on, and he's trying to learn his timetables, and man, is that pushing through. I'm helping him with his tricks. I don't know if you guys know this, but like for your 9s multiplications, like 9 times 3, you go 1 2 3, 27, 5 and 2, 7. So things of that. I'm like, when you're doing 9s, I know 9 times 8, like, oh my gosh, all the brain power. You just count 8 fingers, put that one down, and then you're like, oh, that one is 7 and 2, 72, and such. So any help or any tricks I can help him with for him to understand multiplication, division, some decimals too, we worked on that one. So in general, math with the kids, beautiful. And that's during homework time. After we're done with homework, we get to play a little bit, and they choose to play chess with me. Yes, 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds want to play chess. I'm terrible at chess, but I can beat a 7-year-old. I play chess occasionally with a friend of mine and my brother, and they just destroy me. Hopefully my friend doesn't see this, but one of the times that we were playing, I didn't win the game anyways. I had the chess game on my iPad, and then I had my phone where I was playing a different game against like an expert like robot, an AI, and whatever moves he was doing I was doing on this one. However, one of the in the middle of that game, we just stopped playing because we had work, whatever else, and that game was done by then, the online one. So the end of it just went downhill, and he's like, I thought you were gonna get me in the beginning. Like, the beginning you opened really well. And I was like, yeah, I've been practicing. That's the closest I've ever been to like being an expert in chess. but I did checkmate them once. I have to put that in there. They may have been at work, but they wanted to play and we played and I checkmated them. They may have not been paying attention and at work, but hey, a win is a win. On my free time, I am currently trying to learn how to cook a little bit more. I have no skills in cooking. My previous roommate told me that I always over seasoned everything, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. I feel like I don't know how to cook in general because I don't know the different types of seasonings, what they're used for. And at sometimes I used to call one of my aunts to help me with the cooking. Like I wanted to make a bondiga, so I'm like, hey, what do I do? And they helped me. They're like, okay, you need all this. Like one of my other aunts, when I went back home and I wanted to make pozole, they literally put a Ziploc bag and instructions on the Ziploc bag on what I do for each thing. So like just for the chilies I have to like fry, it says chili to fries, like the ones I fried. And then these are the things that I like blended and like thank you. But yeah, I'm trying to meal prep too, because with my chaotic 3 jobs, I do have multiple jobs in one day sometimes. So like a Wednesday, I start in the pharmacy. I work about 5.5 hours. Then I go with the kids. I work about 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I work 4 hours, and then afterwards I work about 3 or 4 hours with my special needs woman. So I'm like, that's what like a Wednesday, Thursday looks like for me. So I'm like, with all of that, I don't usually eat, or if I do eat, it's usually fast food. And that's not very nutritious for me. So I really want to up my game there. Not saying pozole is like any better, but like learn how to meal prep so I'm not just eating junk all the time. And it gets expensive. The next thing is reading. I'm learning to read. Well, I know how to read, but in the sense of learning how to enjoy a book and read on my free time. I felt like I read only to finish a task at school. And even then, it was like mostly like skimming, like not even like, if it was a big word, I would look up the definition and then that's it. And then I wouldn't memorize what that word was. Or I didn't get the whole concept of a book sometimes. Like I would have to reread it a few times and then I would like give up and then search up like spark notes of the book so that I can do my report or whatever the assignment was. So it wasn't to understand the book, it was to get the assignment done. And I wanted to do the opposite, where I'm enjoying the book even though there's no assignment. So I don't have the book with me, but I'm currently reading Bending Reality: How to Make the Impossible Probable by Victoria Song. I have never cried so much reading a book. That one's about a business, like business owners and how to like level up. Basically, that's basically what I'm reading. I'm like, wow, this is really intense. But yeah, that's something else I do really want to upgrade, and hopefully I can also get more activities that's more physical for me, because I feel like I've been lacking, because again, I go from standing at the pharmacy for multiple hours and then I'm running around with the kids and then I'm like running around with the special needs woman, and then I just don't take care of my health. So that's something I really do, especially in my age. I'm getting up there. I'm about to hit my quarter life next year. I'm like, sheesh. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm about to hit 25. Even though I just turned 24, it's getting closer every day. Yeah. it's just not scary. It's just like, these are real numbers now. Like, I'm not 16 anymore. It's crazy. But yeah, I just, new journey. I've been speaking a lot more to my brother, in the sense he's like an hour away now, so I'm like, we see each other like maybe once every 2 weeks. Like today I was even like, hey, like, you coming through? Because I had some time off, and then he's like, no, just come over here. I'm like, oh no, I should probably do some things out here, which I did, snorkel and stuff, but it's like, but we FaceTimed anyways after that. But yeah, so with him trying to do content and everything else, like, it made me think, I'm like, why can't I just do that too? Like, especially if I give the link to family members and friends, they can go here, comment, ask questions, I can answer them through videos or whatever else, and just go from there. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to sit, talk for 20, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever I do, and then gone, and now they are getting closer. Obviously, I would love to hear more from them, so when those calls do come, they're not asking more about me, it's just them talking about them, and then we'll get more fulfillment or any additional questions they have about whatever I posted or anything else. Like, we can, our calls can be shorter. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna have to end it here because I have work in 10 minutes. And that's just how Lisette is. You were just lounging. We're sitting down. We're chilling. We're having a good old time. I really felt like I was gonna fall right now. So, yeah, hopefully this video finds you well. Like those emails. And I must skedaddle now. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.